Thank you, listeners, for joining us for Elko Live today, our weekday show in which we are highlighting the best of our community with local news. And we are so pleased to feature our guest from Great Basin College today. In fact, we've just about filled the room with wonderful people talking about amazing, uplifting events this fall season. So first, we will visit with someone we know very well, and that is Gail Rappa. Gail, welcome back to the radio show here at KELK.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you. You're always so welcoming, and I feel like this is home away from home.
Well, great. Well, thank you, and congratulations. I'm feeling like it's been a while since we had you on the radio in your new position, so we should talk about that.
Yeah, thanks. So as of July 1st, I started as Director of Continuing Education and Community Outreach at Great Basin College. So been with the college for many years, been wearing different hats, and this is my newest and largest hat to date. So
it's a 10-gallon.
It's a big, yeah, for sure. So and it's really exciting, and I'm learning a lot, and I've got a wonderful team. So we're really excited about the things. We'll be talking a little bit later about what we've got coming up, for the rest of this year.
Perfect. From continuing education. And then your promotion led to another amazing opportunity for someone who is new to the community. And we're already crazy about Katie and her husband, Tim. Gail?
Yeah. So Katie is our new Humanities Center coordinator. She jumped in with both feet and both arms. She didn't quite know what she was getting into. She's been so fantastic. And her husband, Tim, is one of our new English instructors in our English program at Great Basin College. So we're super excited. We got a 2-for-1 deal for sure.
Yeah, we did. And then you also brought with you one of the dynamic members of our PTK, our local sorority, if you will, Carissa. Yes.
Yeah, so Carissa will tell you all about the wonderful things that PTK is doing, and she is the PTK rock star. I won't even lie.
Yeah, definitely.
So she'll have lots to share about that.
She's on a national stage, if not international by now. Is that right, Carissa?
Yes,
awesome. So cool. Carissa Fadenresct.
Fadenresct.
Almost got that right. Carissa Fadenresct, and she is here with PTK, and she's going to tell us about all the great things that this organization is doing to support Great Basin College, our community, and maybe even how you can get involved in PTK. So super cool. So what we want to start with you, Gail, is let's take us back to the spring when we all started working hard on folding those cranes, those beautiful cranes, and where they're headed now with Katie's project.
Yeah, thank you. So, a lot of our community was involved of all of our campuses. Ely, Pahrump, and Winnemucca, in addition to Elko, for the 1,000 Cranes project in the spring, and that was in celebration of the Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. That project was a couple years in the making because there were so many partners involved. We had the play, the 1,000 Cranes, basically like a one-act play from Silver Stage Players, which was beautiful. We had a panel discussion where we brought in a bunch of wonderful panelists to talk about the Japanese incarceration camps during World War II. We had books that went out to the community that about the 1,000 Cranes story, which most folks are familiar with as a children's book. And so a lot of those went out. And then, of course, we had crane folding events all over the community. So we had many partners, the library, the museum, SGA, PTK, you name it, we were partnering with them. So that all leads. So then we had the culmination of that. We had PTK did a fantastic, and SGA did a fantastic reception, where I think, how many did we end up feeding?
I think Lynette said around 180.
I think we ended up feeding over 180 people at that reception for that event, which was, we had only kind of planned on the max at 100, and it was the fishes and loaves. The food kept on coming.
The egg rolls kept rolling out.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
Yes.
So anyway, that was really exciting. So this event and I'll turn it over to Katie, but on Monday, coming Monday, is the dedication for the crane mobile with the 1,000 Cranes. And we're really excited about it. We actually, Katie and I were just over there in the solarium this morning looking at the metal element, which I'll have her talk a little bit more about.
All right. Thank you so much, Gail. Gail Rappa Rappa, former Humanities Center coordinator, turning things over to Katie Karnehm-Esh, who is now our Humanities Center coordinator. And welcome, Katie. It's great to have you live on the radio with us today, and again to welcome you to the community. You've been here, maybe 6 weeks, something like that? Yeah.
Yeah, I got here September 12th.
Okay.
So, yeah. Almost 2 months.
Almost 2 months now. Yep. And so happy that you're settling in. In fact, we got to go on a road trip to Winnemucca. That was beautiful poetry event, which we can talk about. But we want to make sure everybody knows that they're all invited to what's happening on Monday. First of all, great timing. We're all going to need to take a big breath before Tuesday.
We sure are.
Yes. So this is going to be really a special occasion on campus. If you wouldn't mind telling us what we're looking forward to.
Yeah. So on November 4th, which is this coming Monday from 4 to 6 p.m., the entire community is invited to come to the solarium at the Leonard Center, the Student Center. We will have Asian-inspired appetizers. I believe PTK is supplying tea. So PTK and SG have been huge supports for this. Around 4:30, we're going to be dedicating the 1,000 origami paper crane mobile, which our welding students have created a metal structure that I got to see, and we got to see it kind of like they did a sample like hanging of it this morning to see how all things were looking. It's absolutely incredible. We kind of gave them like the impetus for the project and like a little bit of vision notes, and then they just ran with it and created something so cool. And then Gail and Carissa and many people have been stringing cranes, and we're going to be and beating cranes, and we're going to be stringing them together and hanging them from the structure sometime in the next couple days.
Yes, it's all coming together, yes.
Hoping for some loaves and fishes, but with time to get that done.
Yes.
So yeah, we're really excited to show it to the community and to honor our community, especially our Asian American community, and also a big part of this is dedicating it to the UNLV professors who were lost last year. So,
in remembrance, obviously.
Yeah.
When we all gathered, it was still very fresh, and we don't want that memory to fade. It's important to preventing tragedies in the future, to understand them and to remember them and to recall them in our current state. So this will be a part of a public display. The mobile will be hung somewhere. Kate, is that the goal?
Yeah, it's going to be hung in the solarium at the Student Center. So hoping it'll be up a nice long time, but obviously we want people to come on Monday and celebrate it with us.
Oh, it sounds wonderful. Okay, so again, the time of that dedication and event will be
4 to 6 p.m. on November 4th, which is this coming Monday.
All right. Thank you, Katie Karnehm-Esh, who is our Humanities Center coordinator for Great Basin College. That's exciting. Now, Carissa Sena-Fadenresct, right? Did I do that right this time? Faden. Oh, I did it wrong that time again. I'm going to make my third grade teacher is going to be happy because I'm going to use my little enunciation marks over that. Sena-Fadenresct. So tell us about PTK. First of all, why these projects are so important to PTK. Carissa, you've been able to talk about what we do here in Elko on, as we described, an international stage.
Oh, yeah. Well, so this project and other projects like this are so important for Phi Theta Kappa because as an honor society, we want to show that it's not just about the prestige. It's a great opportunity, right, to have that prestige, to be a part of it. But it's also a wonderful thing to know that you're in an organization that's giving back, that's creating change, that's, a part. You're maybe not the most important part, right? Like humanities is a huge part of this project, but even being a small part of that is just so inspirational, and it just brings just like a little light into your heart, right?
Oh, that's so right and so sweet. And it is the kind of work that it's dropping that pebble in the pond. There's very many ripples that go out from that. So tell us about PTK, Phi Theta Kappa, and maybe how local students can get involved.
So Phi Theta Kappa is the internationally recognized honor society for community colleges. It is a wonderful organization. It has, scholarship opportunities, transfer, fellowship, and just really wonderful growth as personal and professional growth that you can find. But with how you can get involved is you have to be attending a community college. Our requirements for if you're at GBC is you have to be taking 12 credits or higher, and you have to have a 3.0 GPA or higher. And then you get an invitation, usually in the mail or by email. And then once you accept that, we have a whole induction, usually by Zoom, or just, you can reach out to me or Lynette once you're invited to join, and we'll just help you through the whole process.
Well, speaking of helping, you mentioned Lynette. Lynette McFarland is your advisor for PTK,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
So this is an opportunity that's taken you to the international stage.
Yes.
Carissa, tell us about that. How did we get recognized from right here in Elko?
Well, I had, just started as a member, and I just was really passionate about community service. And then I became a regional officer, so I oversaw all the colleges in Nevada. And then I just, Great Basin just kind of helped me grow in confidence and grow in passion. And I just was ready for that next challenge. And so then I campaigned. I had a whole campaign booth, did the whole 9 yards, went all the way in. And I got to speak in front of like 3,000 people on stage. It was crazy. Wonderful experience. I met so many wonderful people. And then, I was voted in, and I literally ran up on that stage. And it was just such a wonderful experience. And I'm really glad that I'm able to be someone that's from a small community, from a rural community, and I still get to be up on that stage and represent us,
That's exciting, Carissa, and inspiring for students, not only here, but certainly throughout JBC's service area. So thank you for telling us your story and encouraging people to participate in PTK. So, yeah.
Yes.
Cool. And we'll have you obviously chime in if you're participating in any of the other projects that are coming up, Gail, and I think we can kind of circle back to you and
Well,
talk
yeah,
about...
we'll have Carissa tell just a little bit about, because you're going to read as part of the dedication.
Oh, you are? Wonderful.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. But
No,
so for the
please.
dedication, Phi Theta Kappa, obviously, like I said, we've had, stringing parties and folding parties, and me and Gail have met on random occasions to been like, let's count these and let's go over this. But with the dedication, I'll be giving just a speech based on, the project that we're giving. And with Phi Theta Kappa, we have an honors project paper that we write. It's a research project, and we're using this as part of that project for our prompt for the project is studies that are about resilience and healing. So we're using this kind of as that prompt and to show our research and our passion for that. And hopefully we'll get recognized internationally, but at least doing the paper is what's important, I believe. And we're also going to be, like Katie said, we're going to have tea, and then Phi Theta Kappa is also donating food from Blue Moon. So
Very nice. Oh my gosh. So this is obviously a project that heightens awareness.
Yes.
Yes, and you're supporting the community, and as you talked about, the Asian community, but just sharing this goodwill. So,
Yes.
And I see a whole page of people that have been involved in this, Gail.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, amazing.
We'll have the program. If you come, though, we will be printing out programs that have our extensive thank you list. But tied to what Chris is saying, the theme for the spring program that's carried on to the current program is how do you sustain hope in the face of adversity. So I think that is a theme that we can carry with us moving forward for sure, especially in light of what's going on in the world today. So we're super happy. And I just want to say, Carissa has gone above and beyond. Her office is wall-to-wall cranes right now.
There are some tiny cranes, medium. They're all sizes.
Well, I mean, we
colors.
have over, the community really came through for us. And so we have well over 1,000 cranes. We have close to 2,500. So on the Mobile, they'll just be the 1,000 cranes because that's what's traditional. And then we'll have the other ones go in for different purposes.
Projects,
Projects.
They'll be throughout the community. But that's the beauty and love of art, and a community art project like that, Gail, is literally thinking about the time and the love and the energy and the little tiny fingers, the older people fingers, the fingers of all shapes and sizes and colors and experiences that went together to help fold those cranes. Yeah. So thanks for the opportunity. Well, thank you, Carissa. That's just wonderful. We look forward to Monday. So,
Yes, I'm so excited.
I know, me too. That'll be Monday on campus in the solarium there, right there in the Leonard Center for Student Life. Yep.
Absolutely.
All right. So now we're going to switch back, or should we talk to Katie more about other humanity? Whatever you guys want. You look ready, Gail.
I'm ready.
You're ready. Gail's always ready. Let's go. So, continuing education at Great Basin College. It's like the college within a college. We've talked about that before.
Yeah, it really is because, we cover most of the non-credit, not all of them, but a lot of the non-credit offerings through GBC go through continuing education. So we're most known for our live classes because those are the fun ones, right? So, our art classes, our fitness classes, things like that. But all of our campuses have continuing education courses, not just Elko. So we do things, online. We do, things live at their campuses. We run all sorts of different things. But I just wanted to shout out because we've got some new offerings that are going to be happening before the end of the year that we're really excited about. So we've got a kickboxing and boxing that's starting in the beginning of November, so really soon. Our ceramics instructor is doing a baby print ornament workshop for folks so they can have their, beautiful multiple clay ornaments made with their child's or grandchild's handprints and feet prints. So that's really fun. We have a intro to belly dancing class. We're doing it as just a one-day workshop, just so that we can get a sense of like the interest in the community. So that's going to be coming up on a Saturday. We have a printmaking class with Sydney Teskey, which is going to be wonderful because she's an amazing artist, and so it's going to be making linoleum print holiday cards. So, and then of course we have a sports camp that we'll be talking more about as it gets closer to the holiday break, the winter holiday break. It's for 10 to 14-year-olds, and it's for that break they have, right? Over the holidays before school starts up again. So that parents can get them out of the house.
Yeah, let's just be honest here.
Yeah,
yes,
right,
yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
So we're really excited. All of these things can be found on our website. So we have a different website than the GBC one. And I don't have it right.
I was going to say gbcnv.edu and then campus, SEC, something like that.
So it's it's
right.
campusce.net.
Okay, campusce.net. Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, awesome. So the beauty of it is you can maybe ignite your fire, your personal passion,
Absolutely.
right? Whatever it is, find what brings you joy. Could be a short-term class or course, so some of the least expensive opportunities, right, in higher education.
Yeah, we have all different price points. We have our more extensive ones. We do have career training programs that, we have our CDLA program, which is one of our, biggest career training programs. And the thing that I feel so passionate about CDL is that in a 6-week period, you can change somebody's life. People who, come into us who do not have jobs, they're unemployed or they're underemployed, can go from making minimum wage to making a real living that they can support their families. So we're all about that. We're all about how we can get people, upgrade their skills, get them, so they're feeling more confident in the skills that they already have as well.
And we all know how important a role Great Basin College is playing in workforce development, Gail. So it's important to hear about that. So thank you for everything. Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, that's exciting. And speaking of exciting, we get to put the frosting on the cupcakes with Katie because obviously everything that we do, we like to bring a great deep meaning to life, right? I mean, it's fun to have a fulfilling job, but at the same time, Katie, it's nice to also, develop that deep respect and understanding for one another. This is a time in our country where we can really do some work, right? And kind of get back together and celebrate the things that make us whole. So Katie Karnehm-Esh is leading up the Humanities offerings at Great Basin College with some special public things, if you wouldn't mind telling us about that.
Yeah, I would love to. Well, as you mentioned, on Nevada Day, we went to Winnemucca and we did a Latino poetry celebration because there's a new anthology of Latino poetry. And just looking way ahead, we're going to have an Elko version of that in April for National Poetry Month. So,
Dr. Daniel will be back.
Maybe.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
We're still working on who our guests are going to be, but we
Awesome.
will be doing a Latino poetry event in April. But coming up much sooner, so obviously the Cranes are on the 4th. On November 8th, we have our next Humanities Center book club. Our GBC English professor, Joshua Webster, is going to lead a discussion of Gabrielle Zevin's book, Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. It's a novel. It's a Nevada Reads book. I believe there's a video game element to it, so it's really fun. That will be on Zoom. Our Zoom link is on our website. We're also working on an in-person option, so if you have questions, you can contact me at hc@gbcnv.edu, and I'd be happy to get you more info. So that'll be the book club next Friday, November 8th. And then we have our oral history workshop, which you have been hugely instrumental in making happen. That will be on November 21st. And we will have KUNR's Natalie Hooser here. We will be doing a StoryCorps kind of style, how to get people to open up and share these stories that you could then record and could make, a really wonderful oral history of. So that will be in the Leonard Center social room from 5:30 to 7 p.m. Again, that is on November 21st. And we're very, very excited to have Natalie do that. I got to go to her session in Reno, and it was just a wonderful session.
And that was during the literary crawl. Mm-hmm. Yes. Because everything that GBC does, we can certainly partner with other groups, right? Whether it's Nevada Arts Council, Nevada Humanities, Katie.
Yeah.
And you bringing your experiences and your vision and the care that you have and compassion for your fellow humans. It's really nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
And just as a note, the books for the book club you can check out at the GBC library.
I was just going to ask. So you don't have to be a GBC student to participate in these things, right?
Correct.
I mean, okay.
Oh, no, it's open to everyone. The more the merrier.
Wow. So Dr. Josh Webster, if you have not experienced him before, an amazing, amazing professor of English literature. Mm-hmm. In fact, I think he's serving on a state panel, or as a fellowship, I think, right now. And so Arts Council Fellowship. So our very own Dr. Josh Webster, he was here in Elko, but now he's moved over to Pahrump, but he's very, very involved, obviously, in the things that we do in our community. So he's contributed to Poe and Pints, too, for I think almost the whole time. So a lot of things to really love about Dr. Josh Webster. So looking forward to that on Friday, November 8th, coming right up.
Yeah.
Wonderful, Katie. And then obviously if people have ideas or projects or they can always reach out. I know that you collaborate very closely. The Ruby Valley Treaty was held in October, and that was one of the first big events that you took on.
Yeah, I was mostly there observing and learning a lot, but I learned so much, and I've really made some wonderful connections as a result. And what you said about art impacting our lives, I got a reminder of that. I was talking to one of the local indigenous artists who talked about how art, and in particular beadwork, has been so important for overcoming hard times in his life. And I just thought, it's a really good reminder that money is good and a stable job is good, but the arts and humanities and creating something is what makes life meaningful. And that I feel lucky I get to have a job where I get to remind people of that.
Oh, Katie, that is wonderful. Art helps us to see and to be seen and to feel, and then also to, project some positive feelings on other people, or even some unsettling. Sometimes art, art can provoke all kinds of thoughts and emotions. But it's important. So thank you for what you're doing, obviously, in supporting Great Basin College. Katie Karnehm-Esh, who is the new Humanities Center Coordinator at Great Basin College. Thank you.
And follow us on our socials, and you'll stay up to date on all of our all of our events that are coming up.
There's a lot to like. There aren't enough hearts for most of the stuff that you'll find on there, so super cool. Yeah. So in the time that, I did want to mention too, I got to interview James Kendall. He directs some student life and housing on campus at GBC, and they're having an event tonight, and that's going to be on the college campus. It's a fall festival, and it's to help the Student Government Association to raise some scholarship funds, and it's from 6 to 8 p.m., and they're going to have live music. They're going to have a pet costume contest. So I know some of you listening, let me add it. My pet is the best pet. I have the best costume. You're going to blow everybody out of the water. So that's from 6 to 8 tonight, and there'll be a barbecue. So a lot of fun. And they say it's going to be in the parking lot across from the fairgrounds. So hopefully, weather permitting, nothing rolls in. But if it does, then I'm sure there are some buildings you might be able to use, right? So, okay, very cool. Do you want to say something? Gail's like, I'd like to say something, yes.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to tag on with, so you can actually follow the socials for Continuing Education, and Phi Theta Kappa actually has its own social through GBC. So if you go on any of the socials and you just start typing in GBC, you'll see a whole list of subcategories for all of our individual pages. So in addition to following Great Basin College, you can follow some other ones as well.
Great. Well, Beats and Bites was so much fun this summer. And yeah wasn't that a great time?
It was so much fun. I mean, when everybody was thrilled with the turnout. So I expect that we'll be seeing that again. I can't guarantee, but the foundation I know was really pleased with the turnout.
And then the masquerade ball, you had a great time.
The father-daughter ball went off really well, and we were really excited. There was a lot of really happy kids. Again, Phi Theta Kappa and our Nevada Promise Scholarship volunteers helped immensely. So it takes a village to put these events on, folks.
Anytime you want to sign up to be one of the villagers.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
And you don't have to be a student. That's the other thing with all of this outreach that's happening. And then obviously, Carissa, I'm sure there are some other PTK wins that you wouldn't mind mentioning, or Great Basin College, maybe things that you've got coming up, or any kind of support you need. What would you like people to know?
Well, just last year we won internationally our college project with the project that we did last year. So this year we're actually working on doing laptops for learners. So we're trying to do a checkout program with laptops, and our president Amber Dinelli is being really supportive with that. So it's been really fabulous. We're really hoping to get it kicked off here in the next coming months. So we're really excited with that. We're looking at people that are in need, so that are doing homework maybe on their laptop, or not their laptop, that are doing it on like phones or tablets, and it's not that, and they don't have the accessible internet to help. So we're doing like hotspots and laptops for learners. So that's really exciting. That's what we're working on. And this Amazing Crane project and writing the paper, that'll be coming up next month as well. That's super exciting. And then in April of this coming year, I get to go to Kansas, Missouri and hold the international conference. So I'm really excited for that. I'm getting prepared for that whole journey.
Oh, Carissa, thank you again so much for all your wonderful work and for being such a beautiful, wonderful ambassador for our community. So that's great. Thank you, Carissa. Super cool, you guys. A lot to be proud of from Great Basin College. And I've been able to see, our fearless leader in action, Dr. Dinelli, Amber Dinelli. She was in Winnemucca at the Futures Forum talking about workforce development. And there are a lot of exciting plans in helping Humboldt County get geared up for lithium, because that's also, and I know that Continuing Ed has a great deal to do with that, Gail. You're supporting them. Great Basin College Foundation, also an important part of what GBC does and accomplishes in the communities that we serve. So a lot to look forward to. So I guess this is like almost unheard of, but we're like 30 seconds to the top of the hour. We're going to get out on time today, unless anybody has anything else to add. You guys are awesome.
No, we just want to thank you for letting us come on and talk about all of our wonderful upcoming events.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Carissa. Of course, from Great Basin College, right here in our community. Thank you, listeners, for joining us for today's Elko Live here on KELK.